Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony Hendrickson here. So I just wanted to come to you today and have a couple things to go over with you, I guess. First of all, I just want to congratulate you for finding my website, for finding this video, for being here today. So a couple things I want to go over with you, and it kind of brings off, I'm just kind of, seems like we're always coming off or going on to some type of a holiday season, party season, something like that. So what I want to go over with you guys here today is actually kind of a social gathering checklist, a party checklist, all those little things that you always know that you should be doing, but you might forget as you're doing it, or slip your mind right before, something like that. Where we're going to take all the guesswork out of it. So we're going to start with everything from as far out of a extremely important party, such as your significant other or wife or whatever it is, when you start planning to a month out, all the way up to the parties, when you're doing it last minute the day of, kind of a thing. So once we start that whole month out basis, it's something even as minute and as the theme that you might want. What dates might work, what would work with everyone's schedule, what gives you enough time to plan this in advance. That's kind of the main thing that we're looking at. So once we move on from there, it's 2 weeks out. Now when you're 2 weeks out, you start to get a little bit more serious. You're kind of looking for maybe a type of music that you might want for the event, if it's going to be something where you might need some music or entertainment, to the way that you're setting your table. All these little details are something that you're going to have to look at some point in time, so you may as well address them, and while you're addressing them, may as well even put them down, write them down, have them somewhere so you know that you're not going to forget it, because it's a lot of these little things that you might just slip at the last minute, and it's like, I was thinking about that the whole time. So make sure we'll keep these all in order for you. We'll keep it as simple as it gets. Once we get down to a week before, now we're getting a little bit more serious. You got to make sure that the house is clean, get everything set up the way you want. You're going to be having guests over, and a lot of these guests, this might be the first time, the only time, the last time at your house. So you want to make sure that you're not dropping the ball somewhere in some way, shape, or form. So the next thing that you're going to want to worry about is your clean tableware. So this is all a week out that we're thinking here. You're gonna want to make sure and check that shopping list, check it twice even, just to make sure, write it down. You'll want to have all these things together. So when you're talking the perfect party, there you don't want to skimp on any way, shape, or form. So once we get closer to right around the three day before range, then we're talking a little bit more serious around the house, as far as make sure that the furniture is where it needs to be. If something's got to go, if something's temporary, make sure and get that out of there, because now we're getting closer to where are people going to sit, what are they going to want to do, where are they going to be, what part of the house. All these different things we need to think of and make sure that we're ready for it. So we're going to have that checklist ready for it. So anything that you might need at the supermarket last minute, don't want to get too last minute, but something that we can lead up to and have for a couple of days, and it's still going to be good. So the other thing, 3 days before, and this is one that I've forgotten before, I know plenty of people that have, and I do not recommend forgetting it, especially with me and where I'm at this time of year especially, is a coat room, a coat check room. So might not seem like a high priority for some people, but this time of year where I'm at right now, people do wear jackets, and if this is some type of a formal party for that significant other, something special, people might be bringing out their nice jackets or nice garments. So it's not something you can just pile in the corner of the room on the floor. You want to have a nice coat check room or a designated place for these items. And then I always suggest that day before you get that table set, you have the table ready, where everyone's sitting. It's whether if it's people who know each other or not, there's going to be a flow and an order for everything. And then last but not least, kind of the day of, that's when you want to get your flower arrangements, get your candles in order. You want to make that last trip to the grocery store, get that ice, any other type of last minute decorations. These are all things that you'll need to get together that last day, or just make sure you put the finishing touches on, and it will need some attention. So and some of these details, the closer you get, are the most crucial. So remember, this is all stuff that we're going to need. And the last and possibly most crucial thing, that you're going to want to do is pick out your outfit. Make sure you have that set aside. You pick it up from the dry cleaners, you have it pressed or whatever you need or whatever's going to make you happy for this party that you have. So these are all different things that I have lined out for you step by step with the checklist that it's going to take a load of work off your plate. It's going to make it a no-brainer, and I've done this so many times that it's gonna help you, trust me. So, and then last but not least, this is a social gathering. This is, you know, the reason why you're doing this. You want to socialize, you want to be with friends and family, people you love, and the main reason that you're doing this is to have fun, to have a good time. So what we're trying to do here with all of this is trying to simplify it, keep it nice and basic, and altogether easy to do. So that's our main purpose behind this. So what you want to do now is just make sure you take this checklist, you use it. So that's all I have for you here today. Once again, this is Anthony Hendrickson. I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. So we will catch you later. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.